Apologize. Let me see what's going on. Oh, it seems to be working. Hello, everybody. Let me just check. I want to see if it's working on Facebook. Let me see what's going on. Oh, it seems to be on Facebook too. Ah, okay. One quick other thing, then I can just focus on pretending to be entertaining. Well, good. On Facebook, it has a really weird name. Here, let me try to fix that. Maybe. That doesn't seem to be an option. Cool. Well, yeah. On Facebook, apparently, this show is called Facebook Maybe ? Something. Oh, there we go. Jason Webley, Mayday, Extravaganza. All right. I'm going to close Facebook and YouTube. And I guess, yeah. Hello. I wanted to start like a different way, but I could never tell if things are working. Oh, shoot. I just thought of one other dumb thing I was going to do before I started. Hold on. I'm just starting my stream thing, period. It's on Facebook or YouTube on my channel, period. Love you, exclamation mark. Okay. Yeah. Is the sound good? Oh, good. I hope it stays good. Here, let's see. Maybe that was better like that. Happy May Day. Yeah. In another universe, I would have started this a different way. But okay. How your life just slipped away. I see a little girl letting go of a balloon. Now our flags are all flying half-mast today. So we lost another lovely child under the moon. I'm going zigzag, crisscross, back and forth around this world to look into each of my daughter's eyes before the sun goes down tonight. Now it stings to watch them play, so how about our ticket? We'll be departing soon. climbed the mountain, I've serenaded the eves, I've raised my voice, I made my noise, I've done the loud things I loudly said. And here I stand on the farthest edge, the longest branch of the tree, and I'm stalling, ready for falling. So when I reach up past this old young man, I wonder who will be there for me to hold on. Two books in my hand, the column of my long dead man, and the other is empty. The other is empty, and I am two banks of the river watching myself, moving in between. I am two banks of the river watching myself, moving in between. Sometimes you're wondering, am I crazy? Well, you never have to worry, of course I am. Imagine a dangerous machine, you're up there, perfectly precarious, suspended over the abyss, and every breath's a promise. Your whole body's a cathedral, wrapped in river grass and feather dust, and tumbleweed and moods and carver paths. I will tie you up in whimsy, I will memorize your collarbones, I'll resurrect alphabets, build castle walls and parapets, and you are two banks of the river watching yourself, moving in between. You are two banks of the river watching yourself, moving in between. I am two banks of the river watching myself, moving in between. I am two banks of the river watching myself, moving in between. I reach myself, hold on to the man I will. Reach past myself, hold on to the man I will. I reach past myself, hold on to the man I will become. I reach past myself and hold on. Thank you. I have no idea. When I looked on YouTube and elsewhere, it showed me how many people were watching, but now on this thing I can't tell. But I see all the comments flying by. It's nice to see you and be seen. This is weird. It's such a weird time, and I honestly, when things kind of shifted into this mode and a lot of friends and people started doing live things online like this, I felt very little urge to join in. Just I haven't been performing much anyway lately, and anyway, somehow it's strange performing. It's strange enough performing in front of an audience. It's really weird with that one. But I did a couple things in the last couple of weeks. Got invited to be part of things, and I was just really surprised at how weirdly natural it feels. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be really sloppy, trouble practicing, or like anyway. A couple days ago, it was Amanda Palmer's birthday. I took part in her birthday live stream thing and for her son, my godson Ash, and it occurred to me afterwards that it's a kind of especially have a children's album, Amanda and I, by our children's band Anarchy Farm, and I guess during the coronavirus times, this song is a pretty I don't know, it's a sneezing song, which yeah, I guess don't go out and sneeze on anybody, but if you're at home and feel like sneezing along, I'm going to play that because most of the songs I have are depressing and this one's not. I wrote this a long time ago when my oldest nephews and my niece, who are now like all grown-ups, I was driving them around somewhere and I like made this up to amuse them, and they were absolutely not amused in the moment. But oh, who wants to be a bag of bologna or a stick of mozzarella cheese? I like Jello in my macaroni. Everybody watch me while I sneeze. That's where you all go. Achoo! And you should do that because I'll feel really sad if I find out that any of you didn't do it. Everybody watch me while I sneeze. Achoo! Da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da! Achoo! Da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da! Oh, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Wiggle your armpits and wiggle your nose. Wiggle your boundaries far away. Wiggle your brother and wiggle your friend. Wiggle each other and wiggle again. Everybody wiggle while we say, oh, who wants to be a bag of bologna or a stick of mozzarella cheese? I like Jello in my macaroni. Everybody watch me while I sneeze. Achoo! Da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da! Achoo! Da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da! I hope everybody's doing okay out there, and that your worlds are holding together emotionally, financially, everythingly. It's a weird time. I'm feeling great. I mean, things are weird, but considering, what a lot of people are up against, I'm really lucky. Yeah, I'm a little bummed about a project of mine that I've been really excited about. Last summer, a group of friends, just amazing circus performers and musicians, we all built this crazy boat-like thing here by my house, and then we took it all apart, took it down to Oregon, and we did this 2-week tour on the Willamette River. And it's a thing I've been dreaming of for years. Lots of other friends have done inspiring things like it over the years, and I've always just kind of wanted to try my hand at this sort of thing. And it was just, the show was super sloppy, and the everything was almost about to break, but somehow it was just perfect. And hundreds and finally thousands of people came out to these shows. And I was just so looking forward to doing that again this summer. We were going to do a much longer, almost 2-month-long trip on the Ohio River from Pittsburgh down through Cincinnati, Louisville, and hopefully towards the confluence with the Mississippi. And I trust that it's going to happen someday, but it's not going to happen this summer. And that's, that's what it is. But I one thing we might do instead, if restrictions ease up towards the end of the summer, maybe we'll do a modest tour around the Seattle area on Lake Washington, or maybe even try something on the Columbia River. I feel like it's kind of doubtful that even that's gonna be in the cards, though. But I don't know. Given that, I don't know.
this, I feel like I have this vast amount of time that is going by pretty quickly, but maybe I should do something productive, like make a new album. I haven't made an album in like over a decade, and maybe this would be a good time to do that. I've got a bunch of songs that have been sitting around, and I'll play a couple of those. That first one was one that would be on an album, and anyway, this is another one, and you can sing along at home. Like all my songs that are sing-alongs that don't involve sneezing, the sing-along part goes yada da da da. So this one's about a guy with a boat named Jason.
Lights past the day. It's another day in a chain wove out of lead. And you who once commanded a whole vessel full of heroes hesitate to bleed your own bones out open. And it takes a lot to keep an old boat running. It's a lot of hours and cash and oil and paint. But the worms don't get discouraged. The rust does not like it will, and that deep dark water doesn't mind wait. You coldly weigh the body at your side. There was a day this woman saved your life, but past promises and passions vanish like some broken magic, and you say, go and take another wife. And it takes a lot to keep an old boat running. It's a lot of hours and cash and oil and paint. But the wolves don't get discouraged. The rust does not lack it will, and that deep dark water doesn't mind wait. And I can't hear you. You see the carpenter who's lost his hammer, the cook short flour, the hunter with no blade. He said a man does not allow his tools to ever leave his reach. Good captain, now tell us how you will ply your trade. And it takes a lot to keep an old boat running. It's a lot of hours and cash and oil and paint. But the wolves don't get discouraged. The rust does not lack in will, and that deep dark water doesn't mind wait. I should be able to hear a few of you from Eric.
And here's another one that would definitely be on a new album. Might even be the name of a new album. I should do that. I got to write a few more songs though. I've been really lazy. Oop! God damn it. I've starved my days, I've drowned my nights, I've run campaigns against the light. I've been the light, I let the fire die down, I shrunk back from the fight. I've got this feeling, this suspicion, this conviction, something's shifting, and I'm lifting up my feet to take the step. I'm ready now. Let myself change colors with the leaves. Let the wind come shake me down. Deliver me closer to the ground. I made a promise to the moon. Outside the window I see all those other boxes, boxed up cars and jobs and clauses, all these little box-sized lives I could live. I see the shape of this room, I know these walls, I know this tune. I know I'm starting, but I'm about to turn the page. So show me how to weave my way into a tight cocoon. Let it push me inside. I made a vow, I made a pledge, I made a pact, I made a promise to the moon. I starved my days, I've drowned my nights, I've run campaigns against the light. I've been the light, I let the fire die down, I shrunk back from the fight. I've got this feeling, this suspicion, this conviction, something's shifting, and I'm lifting my feet to take the step. I'm ready now to let myself change colors with the leaves. Let the wind shake me down. Deliver me closer to the ground. I made a promise, show me how to weave my way into a tight cocoon. Let it push me inside. I made a vow, I made a pledge, I made a pact, I made a promise to the moon. A promise to the moon. Thank you. I think I'm seeing somebody posting that this is showing up on YouTube maybe more clearly than Facebook. If you want to try there. Oh, I was going to put some links up for places to give money but I didn't, like, I don't know. Give money to the right charities that are doing the right things. If you really want, like, to support artists right now, a lot of people don't have their usual income. Bandcamp today is, I think today they're doing all the money that comes in is going directly to the artists. So today's a good day to go buy things from Bandcamp, from people you like, people you haven't heard before. You could buy things from me, but you don't have to. I'm lucky. I'm fine. Yeah. Let's see. What else is on my list of things I was going to do? It's May Day. I used to do these big concerts on May Day every year. It was actually a really brief era that I did that. I think we did about 4 of them in the early 2000s. But it really, and it's been like almost 20 years since then, but it really felt like a thing that went on for a long time. I don't know if anybody out there was ever at any of those big May Day shows. We did one that was on a boat. Like, I think that was maybe the first actual May Day concert was on this boat in Seattle. And I guess someone that had a lot of experience with it was an event boat, this old ferry. But the audience at one point, I had everybody all on one side, and I was distracted. But apparently, the thing was listing pretty good. Anyway, back in the day, those concerts were a time where I would sort of show off or shyly offer new things that I was working on, and usually the show would end with we'd all march out to a nearby park and erect a giant asparagus maypole and dance around that. It's a pity we can't do that today. But yeah. I also don't really have new things to show today. There's a few little ideas that are growing that I was hoping I'd have ready, but they're not really ready. But I was thinking about some song. I remember like that time was like during the era when I was working on the albums Counterpoint and Only Just Beginning, and most of the songs on those records were originally performed at one of the May Day concerts. I remember very distinctly the first time ever performing this song was at a May Day concert. I built this giant paper mache tree that it was anyway, the tree like lifted up and I was inside of it and I played some songs. Anyway. This song feels a little apt to this time, with kind of feeling caged and observing sickness either from a distance or in our body. I wake up every morning to the sound of motors roaring. They are drowning out the voices in my head. At night while I am sleeping, I can hear the angels speaking, but I can't recall a single thing they said. I see their lips move clearly, I feel their presence near me, but each word they try to tell me just slips through the cracks. I push, I strain, I wrestle with my brain, and then a voice from somewhere whispers to relax. I'll say a word for sickness. She is my favorite mistress. Yes, she knows my body like no other can. My flesh and spirit keep colliding when her fingers are inside me. Oh my God, lady, I'm your man. Fever, flu, malaria, come near me that I'd spare me. I just long to spend another night under attack. I retch, I shake, I cry until I break, and then I feel something relief, and I relax. Relax. I bang my head for days against the walls inside this maze. I've never been too good at this time kind of thing.
I'm in here with my father, I'm just pacing, but he's smarter. He's building a fantastic set of wings. And like that, I'm up and flying with the labyrinth behind me. But I go too high, the sun is melting through the wax. It burns, it hurts, I tumble to the earth. And as I fall, I feel myself relax. Am I letting go? Am I letting go? I think I'm letting go. You must be letting go. Am I letting go? I think I'm letting go. You must be letting go. We got to let it go. Oh, am I letting go? I think I'm letting go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm letting go. Letting go. You better go. You better let it go. Let go. Let go. I'm letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. I just hit the guitar on the ceiling. I wake up every morning to the sound of motors roaring. They're still drowning out these voices in my head. At night, and I'm sleeping, I still hear the angels speaking, but I can't recall a single thing they said. I see the lips move clearly. I feel their presence near me, but all their unearthly wisdom just slips through the cracks. I push, I strain, I wrestle with my brain. I retch, I shake, I cry until I break. It burns, it hurts, I tumble to the earth. And as I fall, I feel myself relax.
Thank you. Looking at, I'm going to have to look at all the comments later. Occasionally I see familiar faces, which is nice, but they're going by too fast. Thank you. I appreciate you choosing to spend this day with me. Yeah, I remember when the first time, so way back when I was a street performer, in like 2000, I did a Halloween concert, and I realized I wanted to, it's weird. I've not really talked about this, or I probably have, but I don't, I saw myself in the mirror one day about a month before this Halloween concert, and I saw like this guy with the hat and the long hair and the accordion, and I was like, he's awesome. You need to kill him now. And that idea was so weird. It made me terrified and giddy at the same time. And I guess in life, anytime that I feel like excitedly giddy, but also terrified, I think that's something to like move towards. It's not a feeling I feel often. Anyway, so we had this concert, and at the end, my friends all came. I changed my mind also. Just before the concert started, I was like, actually, I think we shouldn't do this right now. Like, and they were all like, no, like this is happening. Like, and so at the end of the concert, I led all my friends, all the audience, a small group from the Pearl Cafe to the Sylvan Grove at the University of Washington. And once we got there, these friends dressed in white came and shaved my hair and stripped my clothes off and lit them on fire. The nicest hat I'll ever have. My friend Karen DeLuna gave me my first pork pie hat, and that was an amazing hat. And it got put in the fire that night. Anyway, and then I got thrown in the back in a coffin and driven away, and then I didn't know what I was going to do. But I went to another part of the world and kind of, I don't know, I didn't know what I was going to do next. I thought I would just sort of figure it out, but I didn't have the plan to like come back and do Jason Webley again. That seemed impossible. But I got this email almost exactly 3 months later from a good friend of mine at the time, though just an acquaintance, Katie Johnson, who I think is watching now. Hi, Katie. And as a kid, I was always obsessed with Halloween. Like, it was like beyond Christmas to me. But I never heard that Halloween had a sister. And that sister is Beltane or Mayday. They're cross quarters, almost opposite on the calendar. And in, Celtic pagan times, they have very specific meanings, but these things are kind of echoed in different ways in a lot of different cultures around the world. There are these, springtime fertility rites in the spring, and these sort of death harvest rituals in the fall. And getting that email, like, about Beltane and this time of like fertility and rebirth and growth, it was clear, like, oh, I'm gonna come back, and that started this cycle that I really enjoyed for like the first 4 or 5 years there, of taking a break of 6 months in the winter to like do something other than perform, and then to come back again in the spring. And then at some point that all fell apart, and that's a whole other story. But I've always missed those those concerts, and over the years they kind of grew, and I especially remember, like, actually it was that one on the boat. We went to Gasworks Park, and I'd made this asparagus maypole, also an image stolen from that same friend, Kata. Anyway, we had this giant asparagus maypole, and everybody in the concert, like we all file out into the street and we march to the park. But as we get closer, like, Gasworks has this big welcoming hill, and it was like I've been to that park so many times and been on that hill so many times, but something about arriving at night with this maypole with a big group of people and running up to the top, it felt just transcended. It felt like we were part of an ancient, oh, of course we're doing this kind of thing. Anyway, what was I had somewhere I was going with this. It was supposed to lead into a song, probably. I'll play a song. This is a song off of Only Just Beginning that very much, to me, felt tied into that cycle of, me personally letting a little something die and then see what gets born each year. Something, yeah. Anyway, move this a little closer. It's always dangerous for me to play the piano. I should add, I don't really practice any instrument, but I especially don't practice the piano. Can't find your heart, but your body keeps moving. You can't tell your life apart from your dreams. into the valley. Gently respond to the pull of a string. The knife will fall. Something will die. Someone will die today. Follow the lights into the valley. Your body is heavy, your body is